Good morning. So this is day 4 of our mountain bike tour around some of the Scottish Isles on the west coast and the Kintyre Peninsula. It is a little bit cooler out, and yeah, the tide has gone out as well on our luxury beach. So Lindsay's already getting started with breakfast. It's a new day, looking forward to it and completing the ride. It's time to say goodbye to our place for the evening, the twin beaches of Gigha, possibly one of the most beautiful spots in Scotland. I recommend you visit by bicycle, and you can get across on the ferry for a few pounds, and hopefully you can get your tea at the Gigha hotel whenever they get back open. Onward now, we're going to go and catch the ferry and get across to the mainland. Of the Gigha stores were absolutely amazing. They helped us charge up our battery packs, coffee, chocolate for our porridge tomorrow. They had toilets and they had water around the back that we could fill up our water bottles on. They couldn't have been more helpful. It was a really difficult time for them because they had to close their shop and are just operating out of a small hatch, and they are the only lifeline left on the island for buying supplies. A hard time, no doubt, but not only that, they also run the post office. They're volunteers for the ambulance service, and they support many of the vulnerable locals. So quite an amazing couple that run that place. We're now getting back onto the mainland and we'll continue our journey. We're doing a loop from Ardrossan.
Okay, right, you heading up the road here?
Yeah, well, some of the Kintyre Way, I don't know, there's some fire roads, forest tracks and things.
Straight line over that red roof just there, you can't miss it.
Brilliant.
Once you go into the main road, it's like 600 metres on the left hand side, and it's a fire road the whole way up the top of the hill.
We're back on the Kintyre Way. I guess after that descent there's always going to be another climb. This will take us up and over to the top, and then it's all descending, hopefully single track like this, down to Carradale. We've had a nice meeting with a couple of other bikepackers called Ali and Nick, who were up here camping last night on their month-long adventure to go around Scotland and out to places like Barra and the Hebrides. Wow. Oh, it's super. So just leaving Carradale, where we had a smashing feed at the Dunfern guest house, and they charged up our battery pack and water, and we're now heading on a lovely trail down to the coastline before we head back up into the hills to find a pitch for tonight above Campbelltown. You're going to see a starfish anywhere, it could be along here. So if you're on the Kintyre Way coming out of Carradale, which is just over there, and you're following the path exactly, it will bring you around the coastline. Although this whole area is tidal, as you can see, with all the water and the slippery rocks. And it's low tide at the moment, at which we were, so one of the locals suggested it was possible by bicycle with a little pushing.
Well, we had two locals to choose from. One young man who said it would be quite doable but a little adventurous, and an older lady who said no, 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 turn back.
She may be proven to be right. Which one are you going for? Right, middle or left?
Middle.
Go middle. Or left. I'm going to go right. Let's see. Is it bringing you this way or is it another way? Everybody has their limits. Amazing bit of coastline, probably wouldn't recommend it, but it was a lot of fun. Right, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. No, not this time. Here we go. Here. Man, that's tough. Come on. Seems like every time you just get a nice little bit, then you get a little bit that's sent to test you. A bit more hiker-biking ahead. So we've just hacked up through all this, and you can see on the marker that this is the path according to the Kintyre Way on the Ordnance Survey. We've come up completely on this side of that burn. We're up to here. It's really indistinct, but there is a little post up here, and I think that might be the Kintyre Way sign pointing down here, which if it is, the Ordnance Survey maps are frankly wrong, because we stopped halfway up to try and traverse the hillside and thinking we were wrong. But you have to build a certain amount of acceptance into it that maps are not always perfect. And if you believe you're on the right path, sometimes you just have to go with it. So there you go. We were right. GPS was right. Ordnance Survey was wrong.
Doing my tricep extensions again.
You get a whole workout routine, bikepacking, every body muscle. But
Certainly worked every body muscle up there.
Goodness, that is road. Or dirt road. Oh man.
Oh, nice.
That's the Isle of Arran. And Goatfell, some of the other hills. We've not really seen this rear side of Arran before. Around that corner down the coast will be Campbelltown, which will arrive tomorrow. You could get a good wee pitch here for the night, plenty of spaces. Quite a view. A few midges though. Only stopped for a short bit on that climb and they were already starting to have a bit of a feast, so I had to keep moving. So we feel like we're playing the Kintyre lottery. We're at the top of a hill, so that sign is for people that are doing it in the other direction. And we have this descent, which on the map is enormous and runs all the way down all these contours, right down into the valley. And that's the start, so it's going to be interesting. Ready? Okay, this is like an enduro stage for bikepacking, but it is so spiky. This is way longer, way longer than the one we just pushed up. It's starting to pour, wow. Now that's downhill. See Mrs. Terraventure's catching up. I sort of wonder how many people have ever actually ridden down here on a mountain bike. Just getting a wee bit loose. I have a no dropper post and a whopper saddlebag on the back, so I can't even really get my weight back. But oh wow. Yeah. Woo. Right. If you're in any doubt as to which way to go, north to Kintyre Way, north to south or south to north, this is the proof in the pudding that north to south is definitely the better way. This would have been a really frustrating long push because it would have been a really hard ride, and the descent that we had to hike up, you wouldn't even have been able to ride down it. It was that thick and horrendous. But we can ride down this one, so I would definitely say that going north to south is better, and the same can be said for nearly every situation we've had so far on the trail. We're camping over the top of that hill in the distance, which you can't really see so much, so we have a big climb to go once we get down into this valley. It's already back at 5:30, 6 o'clock maybe, so it's getting a bit late. Bramble. Tree. Ugh. Come on. You just get carried away. You know, you've no idea on earth what is coming next. Oh, this is why I have my Gore-Tex on. So I can slip through. Oh, there's a gate. Oh, that's prickly! Yeah, we heard today that the Kintyre Way had a foundation, which was supposed to look after the trails, and unfortunately, or trail walkers path, and unfortunately it ceased to be maybe 10 years ago, and the trail has... You okay? The trail is defunct. All I can hear is ows, ows, ows in the distance. I'm thinking it might be the thorn bushes. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just
And yeah, so that organisation, so about 10 years ago this organisation stopped working for various reasons, and the paths have effectively been unmaintained for that length of time, and only in recent times has there been some interest in getting them renewed. So let's hope that things like this are improved.
Look at this stick. Look at this, look, wounded. That's actual blood. Actual blood. I'm very glad I put my arms on.
Leg checks. That's not nice.
No, it's done the same to my wee fingers and arms. How?
Lindsay's heading off and she's got to go up there and try and get a slightly long shot to piece into the video. Finally at the top. All downhill from here. Got a little bit of a flash forward to now, because last night we ran out of batteries coming down that big fire road hill, and then basically we just saw a river. We're keen to get cleaned up, dived into that, and then there was an old barn which is just in those trees behind us that we were able to... There was a really nice flat pitch which Lindsay's got some pictures of, where we just dived in because the midges were so thick, and we've only got about 12 kilometres to go to drop down into Campbelltown this morning. Our ferry's not till 4 o'clock because there's only one every other day, so we're going to go find a cafe and wait it out to catch the boat back to home. Getting caught in a rain shower just in the last day. I think we can say we've done very well in Scotland to have 4 days so far without any rain at all. 90% of the trip down to the ferry. It's always downhill to the ferry. Seems to be the way of it. Everywhere is closed in Campbelltown on a Sunday. So since we're in at Campbelltown for a little while, we've decided to ride out to the point. So it's a little bit further on in the Kintyre Way. It's not raining anymore, and there's only a light wind, so but seeing as it's quite pretty, we might as well see a bit more of it.